So a few days ago I made a video explaining George Lucas's reasoning and understanding of the Force and how we're supposed to understand it and cultivate it. Now that we understand that the Force is a living being, you have to think about it almost as a living being according to George Lucas, that's the way he explains it. We can now deduce and understand that the pure fact of the only way to get stronger within the Force is to cultivate the Force itself. Walk with the Force, not against it. Now, you can train and become stronger. I'm not saying that you can't do that. With Force powers as everything in life, even in real life, you have to train it in order to become better with it. But when it comes to the Force, the best way and the most easiest way, although it will take a long time, is actually to just cultivate and walk alongside it. And this is something that Qui-Gon Jinn, a Jedi like him, completely understood. He's one of the last ones that truly understood this principle when it came to the Force. Now, clear examples of actually forcing the Force to make yourself stronger is what the dark side of the Force does. As when Anakin Skywalker was fighting on Mustafar, he was technically becoming more powerful by the second just because he was forcing the Force to bend to his will. And in the quick short term, it does grant you a lot of power, but the best way to do so and become even more powerful later on down the line is to just walk with it. Think about it in terms of gaining strength or working out in the gym. Although you can get quick gains if you take something like steroids, you take kind of boosters and things along those lines, the best, most healthiest way is to keep training day and night non-stop for many years, and you probably won't achieve your body until way later down the line. But at the same time, during this time when you've been training and you've been eating right and you've been learning your body, you've began to understand the ins and out of every single last workout. You begin to understand your body better than anybody else, even doctors can understand. And this is something that is almost becomes a superpower. It's the exact same way that you have to look at with the Force. The Force is not necessarily a quick step. The quick step is actually to just walk with it, becoming stronger every single day, although it is a very long process. Now, for somebody like Palpatine, who was much older, him forcing himself deeper and deeper within the dark side of the Force is not the way to actually treat and understand the Force. When you push way too deep within the dark side of the Force, not only does it corrupt you, it can leave you physically scarred as well. The dark side of the Force uses you more than you use it. And when you try to bend the Force to your own will, it is not your ally, it is not your partner, it is something that despises you. And this is why the fall of Anakin Skywalker to the dark side is also way more tragic and sad. Palpatine was the living representation of the dark side within Anakin Skywalker, completely manipulating him and forcing him to do things that he doesn't want to do, all in the sake of saving his loved ones, which the dark side could never do. It was just a manipulation tactic from the jump. This also added a lot of weight to what Obi-Wan said to Vader right before Vader struck him down. Obi-Wan had only been following the will of the Force and even trained with Qui-Gon Jinn in order to become a Force ghost. And even though Yoda is one of the most powerful Jedis to ever lived, he had to learn this through the Force via Obi-Wan Kenobi and how to become a Force ghost and transfer his Force consciousness into the galaxy. Only by walking with the Force can you truly attain real power. Not just a quick fix, not by being corrupted by the dark side of the Force, but by actually walking with the Force and becoming really powerful within the Force itself. Following the will of the Force and only listening to the will of the Force, not the light side, not the dark side, just the will of the Force. But anyway, that's all I got for this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. May the Force be with you guys, and as always, have a great